Hi, are you excited about starting your online kids activity center? You are very much enthusiastic about turning your passions to profit, but you have one challenge. Deep within, you keep wondering, where will I get my students from? How will I get registrations for my programs? How will I get numbers onto my Excel sheet so that it reflects into my bank account? Hi, I'm Preeti Agrawal and I'm a kids biz coach wherein I help women to become digital entrepreneurs in the space of after school activities, thus launching their profitable online kids activity center. And in this particular video today, I am going to address this challenge as to how should you get students for your online kids activity center. Let us see how we can get into these registrations so that we build a profitable online kids activity center. On the screen now, you can see few ways as to how you can get students for your online kids activity center. And these are 12 different points that will help you to bring in those registrations. So let's explore them one by one. The first and the foremost is, as you can see on the screen, leveraging social media. See, nowadays, social media does work wonders, and you can explore platforms like Facebook and Instagram. What you can do on these platforms, it is not just merely posting content, but it is posting and engaging content wherein your audience is engaged with your content. Now, how you can engage your audience? You can ask them to comment as to what were their key takeaways. You can also ask them to drop in a comment with regards to some link if you have. So let's say you are hosting a webinar and you want your audience to register for the webinar. So how you can engage them? You can ask them to drop in any specific keyword related. I mean, you can tell them the keyword that drop in this comment, this word as a comment to receive the link to register for the webinar. Key takeaways is another way. You can ask them to, share it, to follow your content. So these are the way of engaging your audience. And BTS is behind the scenes. So let's say you have a workshop coming up. You would be preparing your slides for it. You could be preparing a mind map like this, or there would be some research work that you would be doing. Your registration forms would be there. So these are few behind the scenes. Let's say you have 4 days for your workshop. So D-4, you can say work in progress, WIP, behind the scenes, BTS, and with some form that you have created. Day-3, behind the scenes, some PPT that you're working. So this is behind the scenes, and this helps engage your audience at large. Second way as to how you can get registrations is by collaborating with influencers. Now, see, when it comes to influencers, this is a big domain altogether. You, as a coach, you, as a kids biz entrepreneur, are imparting education, are imparting skills. So, choose your influencers rightly, judiciously. Be vigilant, be thoughtful. If that influencer, it could be a mom blogger, it could be a kid influencer, you need to understand that they are matching to your values, they are matching to your work system. And how you can collaborate is you can give them complimentary classes or discounts for their students, or maybe if on their social handles they do a shout out for your campaign, then you can give a complimentary discount or a classes to their audience, or even to them themselves. Point number 3 to get your students is offering free trial classes. If you are in the initial phase, you can try this, wherein you can encourage them to experience the value, the quality, basically to experience the taste of what you do in nutshell. So a free trial is a good way of doing it. Let's say you have a 1 day workshop, or maybe you can have a 2 day workshop. So as into the kids activity center, this is a vacation period going on. So you can start off with any skill as a 2 day complimentary workshop. Come and explore. This is what I teach, and then you can gradually enroll. So how it helps is they get a flavor as to what you do, how you teach them, because everybody has a different methodology of teaching. So in your that trial class, they come and explore your way of teaching. And how you can do that is by introductory classes or mini workshops. As I already said, it could be a free introductory workshop or a mini classes. Sorry, introductory classes or a mini workshop. And second is you can follow up with special offers and discounts to convert the trial participants into paid clients. So whomever you have given that trial workshop, a 1 or a 2 day workshop or a mini class, you can give them some kind of a discount or a promotional offer to convert them into a client. Because see, you have got a database now. So doing any sort of a campaign becomes easier because you have a database with you. And to get that database is what you need to do a free trial class. Got that? Point number 4 here is email marketing. It is generally said that the potential target market's email, the potential target audience email, is a digital asset for any coach. And how strongly you build your email determines how much money you make in the coming times. So regularly keep updating about your content that is coming up. Any specific update that is there which you want to share with your potential clientele, your class schedules, your promotions, any offers you're coming with, keep bombarding them with your emails. And see, when it comes to email marketing, I'll tell you two important things, not one, two rather. Any e-commerce transaction, I mean, your target market is a child, and उस child का mom or a father would be doing any form of online shopping. So to register to any kind of a shopping platform, you need to have an email, right? So numbers might change, mobile numbers might change. Email, vaguely we remember 15-20 years back, the emails that we have created, we are still using the same emails, right? So email is which doesn't change over 4-5 years. Also, if your audience differs, that email might be same. So email is genuinely an asset, and use it judiciously, and keep sharing your information with your potential client over the emails. And the second part is, one, I said that they always need an email to log into any platform, e-commerce platform. And the second aspect is, you can share long form of content. I mean, heart to heart, you can write in your emails. WhatsApp communication is on a little shorter note, but you can open out your heart in your email marketing. And at length, you can talk about what classes you're coming up, what benefits would the child get if they enroll for that skill that you're offering. So email marketing is a long-term gain. It might take time to build up that email database, but start building it from day zero. Point number 5 is optimizing search engines. Optimize for search engines. See, whenever you're posting your content, there are keywords that you can put. Now, let's say just in the way in resume, if you are not picking or putting specific words which matches to your profile, by the auto HR system, your profile gets rejected even before it lands onto a physical human being. Technically, on the internal system level, the resume gets rejected because of the matrix that are set, which picks up the specific word. Keyword search is what we say. If it picks up that specific word and it's not there into the resume, it gets rejected. That is the same way when it comes to your content marketing. Use specific keywords that resonate, that are optimized in the market. Now, how you can optimize and which specific keywords, that is a different subject altogether, which I would take up in the later videos. But here I would recommend is don't just post the content for the sake of posting it. Always have it demarcated with specific keywords. Now, let's say when it comes to YouTube, hashtags work with YouTube, but no more hashtag works on Instagram. It is the square brackets and specific words that work on Instagram. So the portals keep changing, their terminologies keep changing. Always use keywords to highlight your content so that anybody who's searching, let's say you are into oil painting, and oil painting, maybe canvas painting, let's say. So if any mom is wanting to search oil painting and none of your content has hashtag or that square bracket into oil painting marked as a keyword, it might not even come up in the search engine when somebody is typing on Google oil painting online classes. If you have not used that online canvas painting, oil painting, it might not reflect. So more broader search engine keywords you put, more the chances of your visibility across the audience. That is optimizing your search, optimizing for search engines. Point number 6 is partnering with local schools and organizations. See, whenever you're starting, start from the local, because you are familiar with the local market. You can use the names of the places that are there into the local market, into the local city, and that builds a connect with the audience. And when the audience is feeling connected, they build a kind of a trust. So that connection building is required, and for that connection building, you can always approach your local schools and organizations for your kids activity center. And what you can do is you can offer them a discounted group price. Let's say you are into Rubik cube solving. So if you approach any school that, I'll teach Rubik cubes to your grade second students. So school name, let us say XYZ is the school name. So you can always tell that anybody who registers from XYZ school gets this percent of a discount, and use coupon code XYZ 10% or whatever discount you want to offer. And that's how. So the student benefits because they're getting a discount. You at large are benefiting because in bulk you're getting the orders, and even the school feels benefited that you have given them something extra, which they can further pass on to their students, which adds on to cherry on the cake of their offerings to their students. So, and I would always recommend, whenever you are starting, always start with your local market. You can expand it, though it is online, wherein your scope is not limited. But trust me, the more you start, it becomes easier from the local market. So far, I'm sure you must have got lots of insights as to how you can, attract the right audience to get them register for your programs. If you found the content interesting and helpful, do subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on other Insta handle. On my Insta handle, I am there as Preeti Agrawal Joy, and YouTube, you're definitely watching me. Do follow and stay updated for all the more interesting videos that help you, which I'll come up with in the near future days. Now, moving on to point number 7, it is live Q&A sessions. See, what happens when you do a live Q&A sessions, it helps you in two aspects. One is the algorithm of your account shoots up, because you're going, whenever you go live, be it on your Instagram or your Facebook or YouTube also for that matter, it helps you to pick up your algorithms. So going live benefits you in that way. Second, how it benefits you is, when your audience is coming live, they are interacting with you. They get a sense of you. I believe digital vibes also get exchanged. So they get a sense of you. They can sense who you are as a person, and also their queries, their concerns which they have. They might be apprehensive about how will robotics help my child. So if you are a robotics coach and if you're doing a live Q&A session, you can help your audience address those questions. So as I just said, that you can address common concerns, you can always also showcase your teaching style, and by this you can highlight your unique selling proposition. There might be many coaches who would be doing a canvas painting class or a robotics or a Rubik cube, but how are you different? What is your teaching practice methodology? They can sense that when they are live with you into the Q&A session. And what is the eighth way wherein you can help get customers is referral incentives. That is the game. Offer them discounts, free classes, or any other incentives, whoever is referring you. This is a kind of word of mouth publicity, and one satisfied customer brings in more satisfied customers. See, our objective should not go into the starting. I said you that increasing them as numbers on your Excel sheet. But when I say that, believe that, our objective should not be just taking them as a number on the Excel sheet. That's just a measuring criteria, but we should not look at our students as a mere number on the Excel sheet. Our inner core should be that we are wanting to help them, we are wanting to upskill them. Do not treat them as just another number on your Excel sheet. And once you have genuinely cared for them, once you have genuinely imparted your value, your skill, they will definitely bring in more customers. And that's why word of mouth plays a big role. And once you do that, you can always encourage the power of personal recommendations. That is word of mouth only. And personal recommendation is a very strong one that helps in the longer run. And the next point on getting more enrollments is participate in online groups and communities. Facebook has multiple groups. There are two forms of groups, private group and a public group. I personally do not recommend a public group, as in where there is no joining criteria, where is no check on the posts that are being shared. So always, I would recommend, that's your personal choice, I would recommend you to start with joining private groups. There are plethora of groups when it comes to kids related activities, kids online activities. Search with the keywords, you'll get the right groups and join those groups, and there encourage and participate into the conversations that are happening there. That will help you. And once you build a credibility and trust of the market over there by your conversations, they would reach out to you. Whenever somebody thinks of, I remember that lady had posted regarding canvas painting. So she might reach out to you if you are actively participating and helping the people in that group. So that's the same point. Share valuable content, advice, and insights to establish yourself as an expert and provide helpful information while subtly promoting yourself. See, how you can do it is, let's say, summer vacations are going on, right? So if you are already a member of one such Facebook group, which is a private group when it comes to kids activities and all. So let's say some lady inquires there that, hi, I'm so and so, and I'm looking for an online class, activity class for my 12-year-old. Looking forward to recommendations, TIA, thanks in advance. So now one way is you bombard yourself into the comment with your poster. And second is you can say, hi, dash, 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 I am so and so, and my expertise is this, which could be oil pasters, canvas, whatever. And do let me know if you would like to have more details on this. If that lady shows a response that, yes, I would love to know more about it, then share that poster or the creative. So, just merely enter into the group and started promoting, that's not the right way of approaching. So do it in a subtle manner. Point number 10 here is video marketing, a form which I'm already doing right now. That the video that you're looking is also a form of video marketing. It should have value-driven content. See, you are seeing me religiously coming every week on my YouTube channel. And these videos are free of cost. But do you think it requires an effort? It requires an effort to do the content research. It requires an effort to record the video. It requires an effort to edit the video. At times, I do not even edit them and to upload the video. So, and you're not paying me to watch this video, but how is it helping me? Because I know you're watching because this content is helping you. And if not today, tomorrow you might understand that, that day I had seen that video and that video helped me out. So this is again a gradual process, and video making not just for YouTube. If you post a 30-60 second reel also on Instagram, if that too is content driven, I mean, quality content driven, you will definitely be impacting your audience. Not just post for the sake of posting. Always have value driven content that will help you. So how and what is it that helps is here? It helps you to position yourself as an authority in the field, and it attracts the organic market. That's all about video marketing. Point 11 is online ads. See, trust me, this again is by my experience. I'm telling you, going out advertising on Google ads, Meta covers both Insta and FB both. Meta ads is not a easy sale. I have invested 10 days in and out of the Meta ads, fixing some or the other glitch that comes up. So this online ads is another ball game altogether, a massive subject, which I cannot cover in this video. But let me tell you, yes, they are very effective. I would not say cost effective in the beginning. It might burn your pockets at the start. But when it comes to online ads, your reach definitely grows when it comes to online ads. So if you're on the starting phase, I would not suggest you to immediately jump onto the advertisements. But yes, gradually you can move on to the paid advertisements. That definitely helps. You can start with a per day budget, which is a small per day budget, and seeing how your ad is performing, you can increase the budget. But trust me, this is all about trial and error. This is not a sure shot game. There is hell lot of strategies that are required when it comes to running your successful Meta ads. So this I would cover in some other session, not in this video, as to how to approach this online paid ads game. But yes, this is one of the way of getting more registrations for your courses, online activity center. And point number 12, and the last one is success stories. You can always showcase your success story. This is another part of recommendations, word of mouth only, because if the student is satisfied, they will bring in more customers. And if you then showcase a successful story, it reassures your potential customers about the quality and the impact of your programs. So one way is somebody else referring you, which is word of mouth. And when you're doing it by your own self, posting success stories, that is another way. Now, how you can share success story is in the form of a video testimonials. Like, let's say if somebody does finishes your program, a 5-day workshop, what you can do is at the end of the workshop, you can ask them to, share a video testimonial, and you can club all of them, or one by one, you can post each day that this was the experience of this child's mom, this was the experience of this child mom. That can be one way. Second could be you're written as a text format testimonial. You can take it on a Trustpilot, you can take it on Google reviews, or you can even take it in your community if you have created, and then you can share it as a post. So showcasing your success story definitely helps to build a kind of faith, and it assures your potential customers that they might land up in the right hands. So summing it up, these are the 12 aspects which will help you to bring in your registrations for your online market. First is leveraging your social media. Second is collaboration with influencers. Third is offering free trial classes. Fourth is email marketing, optimizing for search engines. Sixth, being partnering with local schools and organizations. Seventh is taking live Q&A sessions. Eighth is referral incentives, participating in online groups and communities, video marketing, online ads, and showcasing success stories. Now, tell me, how did you find this particular video? Did you find it insightful? Did it give you an insight that yes, I can try at least these 2, 3 points in the beginning, these 2, 3 strategies, and I can start and try and see if I get customers? So, ending it out here, I would love to hear which are the top 3 strategies that you think out of these 12 you would love to give it a try. Do share into the comment sections. And yes, I would also be looking forward to what is the next challenge that you're facing on which you want me to create the next resource. Cheers to motherhood. Cheers to joyous living. God bless you. And if you have yet not joined my community, click on the link for my webinar and come into my community wherein I'll be helping you establish your online profitable kids activity center. Cheers to motherhood. God bless you. Thank you.